Alright, this is the Simulated Greg. You may see my name like that, just Simulated Greg. But anyways, this is going to be a Photoshop CS4 tutorial on how you can make this like dark, cloudish blur effect. And this is what this video is going to do, a tutorial. And basically, here we go. So basically, start a new file and set the width and height to both 500 and set everything else to default. Now push Shift F5, which will open up our fill panel, and use black. Okay, now you can open the fill by edit fill. Now let's start off with the new layer, and we're going to open our brush and go to our brushes panel, set the master diameter to 500. And we'll need one of these like soft brushes, and I'll need to set that again. I'll make sure it's one of these soft brushes. Alright, now go to your color and pick a pretty bright pink kind of, and just place it right in the center there. Now get a new layer and go to filter, render clouds. Now since we render clouds, it's covering everything, all the layers beneath it, so we're going to set the layer to overlay. Now we're kind of getting this cloudish effect. Whoops, did not mean to click. Now go into layer 2 and set the opacity to somewhere around 40, which is pretty good. And as you can see, we kind of get a little bit of cloud in there, but not too much, which is pretty good. So now go back to your layer 1 and go to blending options and turn on a gradient overlay. Now get this first color to like a kind of that same pink kind of, maybe a little bit darker, and get your next color and set like a pretty light blue. Pretty light. That looks pretty good. And I may not get the colors the same. As you can see, they're not exactly the same, but so far this is what we got, kind of. Maybe I can set this a little bit brighter. Sorry guys. Well, anyways, not to keep you guys waiting, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and make a new layer, and go back to our brushes and make sure we got one of these really foggy settings. Set it to 4 pixels. I know that's pretty small, but we're doing that for a reason. Now push F5, which will open our brushes panel. You can get that by window, brushes, and turn on scattering. Set the scatter rate all the way to 100, the count to 1, and the count jitter doesn't really do anything, but just go ahead and set it to 0, and put the first option to pen pressure. Okay, now push D to go back to our default colors, and push X to switch those around. And now basically you're going to be doing some of these freeform drawing stuff. So go ahead and draw some pretty random stuff, kind of something that like just flows, you know, something that just looks pretty good. And gonna add a quick blending option to this. Right click, blending options, and look for outer glow. Set the blend mode to color dodge, and we are going to just get a pretty good opacity to where that color really gets brightened in with the dots, somewhere around 60. Maybe a little bit brighter. I'm going to say about 80. And basically the only thing left to do now is go ahead and make a new layer and get our text in. Just put in your username. I don't care. Put in whatever you want. push Control Enter to commit those changes, get our move tool, which is hotkey V. And now basically we kind of want our text to glow along with our scattering brushes thing, so it really fits in, because right now, as you can see, it just like stands out and it just does not look good. So quick way to add the outer glow to the text box, a really quick way, is to push and hold the Alt key and drag the F of X up to the text box layer, which copies the layer properties to the text box. So just like this, while pushing and holding Alt. And right now, all you had to do is just turn the glow in, and it may be a little too strong for this, so you may want to go change that. And somewhere right there, about 35, kind of, depending where you have it. So, but anyways, that's pretty much how you get this kind of glowish dark blur. So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna call it, but there you go. You may want to make the scatters a little bit bigger, see what you can do with it, and thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. If you have a video request, please let me know, and want me to make a shout out, I will do it in one of my videos for one of you YouTube users, and thanks for watching.